My name is Tim Smith. My group's country is Argentina, and I will be discussing the business protocols and sports. So for business protocols, the main thing that they emphasize on is how to greet. If you are doing a professional greeting, you want to do a firm handshake with direct eye contact. If you want to shake a lady's hand, you have to wait for them to extend their hand first, because if you reach for theirs, it's seen as very rude. And you don't want to squeeze anybody's hand too hard, male or female. I know in America that we try and compete with that. It's not a good thing. In Argentina, it's seen as a disrespect. For family and friends, it's normal to greet with a hug or a kiss on both cheeks. A pat on the shoulder is a sign of friendship. Even if it's a boss and you're close with them, you can pat them on the shoulder and it won't be seen as any kind of disrespect. As for dinner etiquette, your conversation topics are mainly going to be sports, family, food, culture. They love opera, and the national dance of Argentina, which we will talk about in the sports section, is tango. You want to avoid political talks, especially about their former leader who was seen as a dictator. You definitely don't want to call him a dictator. They take very, very high offense to that. No work talk at all at any kind of business dinner or anything like that. They want to learn about you, not the work that you are producing. Humor might be strange at first. It's normal for someone to make fun of your weight or your wardrobe. You're supposed to take it with a positive attitude. It means that they are actually comfortable with you and they actually see you as a friend or somebody that they can trust. How to act customary is to bring a gift to any kind of dinner. They like exotic flowers or some kind of imported chocolates, maybe a whiskey or some other kind of liquors. Avoid wines and leather goods that are produced locally. It's showing that you didn't put much effort into finding a gift and that you just don't take your friendship or business relationship very seriously. And you absolutely do not want to give knives, any kind of knife set or anything. It represents cutting a friendship. It's extremely rude to have your elbows on the table, and you want to only have your wrists on the table when you can at all times. Expect to eat late, around 10 p.m. High tea follows British traditions, so they have high tea and other snacks in the late afternoon. We're going to move on to sports. So their national sport is soccer. The national team has had 2 FIFA World Cup trophies, and they have been runner-up 3 times, so they take a lot of pride in their soccer team. The soccer team has also had 2 Olympic gold medals. And soccer was a big thing in the 70s and 80s because it was used as a distraction by their leader, Perón, who was seen as a dictator, and it was a distraction from the maybe not so great decisions that he was making for his country or for his people. Dancing is also considered a sport in Argentina. The Argentine tango and the ballroom tango are very different. Ballroom has an 8-step count, and Argentine tango, you kind of just stay in place and you're more so putting emphasis into the move that you're making instead of making more moves. It's quality over quantity. Ballroom partners are further apart. Argentine partners are body to body and cheek to cheek to show that you are passionate who you're dancing with or about the dance and the culture themselves. You want to move with intention in Argentine tango and not with grace. You want to put emphasis in every single step you do. You want to actually speak through tango using your body. It's also the best way to pick up a girl. How much effort you put into it shows how much you actually care about that girl or how much you are wanting to maybe ask her out or something like that. Che Malambo is a competitive dance group that wins contests all over the world. They're made up of 12 guys known as the Sexy 12. They're huge macho guys that dance in sync sometimes with drums slung over their shoulders with loud yelps. And they really get into it and they really love it and they have a passion for it. Argentina is a country that is well-rounded and loved by those who live there. Diversity is one of the strengths that got them to where they are. They have made so much progress in their country's history, and they are nowhere close to being done when it comes to making an impact that they have on the rest of the world. Thank you.